IMDb. Oh, look at that. He's looking all fly. Like I chose to show you, because he's been my husband so many times. Throws out mother-in-law. The other says wife kicks out mother-in-law. Are you going to be joining us for this? Oh boy. Who is that reminiscent of? This pose kind of reminds me of that actor. Okay, I am back from taking care of the little one. Got him all situated, got his nap, got him changed, fixed myself a glass of hibiscus lemonade. Cheers. We're about to move on to husbands 11 and 12. Any idea who's been my husband at least twice? Could it be Joseph? Who would Joseph be? Okay, so I just started recording. Who remembers this guy?
Hey, honey. Dinner's ready if you're hungry.
Thanks. Hey, sweetie.
Hi, Dad.
Very convincing jerk.
Oh, honey, can you buy me this? Can you pay for that? What do I look like to you, an ATM?
Ava, honey, can you go clean your room,
Some
please?
people are actually married to people like that. I feel bad for them. It says Joseph Smead in the credits, so I don't understand, because I'm like looking him up on IMDb. This is the only acting credit he has is for Dhar Mann. That doesn't seem right to me, because he's a really great actor, and I don't think he just only has one credit. So I tried looking up Joseph Smead on Instagram and couldn't even find anything. So then I tried looking Joseph Smead up on YouTube. I'm like, am I crazy? What is going on? And then I see him, and it's Mo Smead. So why did the credits say Joseph Smead? He's clearly under Mo, so I don't know why he's on IMDb as... Oh. Well, it looks like he's got an entire short horror film here you guys can check out. I don't think I want to show you a horror film. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, we're not gonna watch that. Somehow I got jump scared in broad daylight. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna watch that. Now we're gonna look him up on IMDb under his real actor name. Mo Smead, there he is. 4 wins, 1 nomination. He's got just a great look. He can play so many different kinds of characters. Let's get some of his photos, yeah. Looks good as a soldier. Just a very unique look. And you see, he plays a lot of bad guys, but you could look at the look on his face here. That's really good diversity here. So 12 credits as an actor, and looks like 7 episodes in Dhar Mann. I don't recognize any of his other credits. Looks like they were all short films, so it may be hard to find those. And here he is. He has 16,000 followers. I just started following him on Instagram, so you can see some of his different roles. And look, he's doing country music. What?
I got women up and down.
Okay, would you guys have guessed that?
And they keep me going in my engine queen.
I would not have guessed that.
Raggy, but I don't fret. Because there ain't been one to slow me down yet.
Okay.
We've been drinking.
I love being surprised. You know, you watch someone, you think you're going to pigeonhole them, and you think they're going to be about a certain thing. Like, I'm sure when people see me playing a Karen or something, they do not expect to come to my YouTube channel and find me doing inspirational posts, right? Giving motivation and talking about God and stuff. Well, that was cool and unexpected. Let's go back. Actor, singer, guitarist, and for reals, he does headshots, films, and more. Oh, he's got a website. Let's check the website. Bio. Rapidly up-and-coming California actor with several indie films and short film credits. Directors describe him as compelling to watch and easy to work with. fearlessly vulnerable, is such a gift, confident in his craft, completely open to collaboration, background in screenwriting and music. Okay, guitarist and singer for over 15 years and an avid country music fan. His mother's Cambodian. Well, I would have never guessed that either. And together they run a charity. Well, I'm starting to like this guy more and more. They run a charity that has built elementary schools in Cambodia, as well as raise money to provide college tuition for women in Cambodia. He's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, he's got headshots. You can see more of his photos on there. Reels, if you want to check out more of his acting. Looks like he has a comedy. Oh, comedy. So this is his drama reel. This must be a film he did. And then this is his comedy reel. Let's check a little of the comedy since we got to see
Okay, keep it zipped up. Now I'm curious. All right, let's
Oop, beep. We're gonna beep that out.
You still got that Sharpie on?
Okay. Maybe this is not as comedic as I...
Oh!
Oh, beep, beep. Okay,
off?
we're
No, I
beeping
didn't
this
cut it off. I
out.
dropped some
Apparently
over
the
the
only thing that makes this funny is the beep words. Okay. Ixnay on that one. Okay. So Mo Smeed is a very interesting character, and Switzerland and country music and charities in Cambodia. Who would have thunk, right? Who would have thunk? So we're going to husband number 12, and I only played his wife once. Okay, I'm not even gonna say who it is. I'm just going to show the footage.
What's going on?
I have someone that I'd like for you to meet. This is my wife, Samantha.
Oh. Hello, Samantha. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, the pleasure's all mine. I can't even begin to thank you for what a blessing you've been to my family. I don't know if you know this, but you saved my life.
He left this planet on Valentine's Day, 2021. He was from Texas. He only had a couple of credits on IMDb, but he was a phenomenal actor, and I think he did a lot of theater. That's why it's not on here, because this is the Internet Movie Database. You guys probably already know him and follow him here. Obviously, he's not posting anymore. He was so loved, over 80,000 followers. And if you guys want to see more of him, they did a phenomenal, he was in, I know IMDb shows he only did like 50 some productions for Dhar, but he actually did 60. They just weren't all on here. His final one just posted 3 months ago. It was part of our Christmas special that they released a never before seen video. So if you guys haven't seen this one, it was so true to who Carl really is, and such a beautiful, wonderful contribution to humanity. This video really showed who he really was. So maybe you want to take a walk down memory lane and watch this one, or any of these other a lot of tribute videos to him. There's even like a fan legacy official page, but yeah, a lot of stuff on him. Husband number 12 was Carl Judy. We are moving on to husbands 13 and 14, and you're thinking, who's left? We've already shown this, everybody. But wait, there's more. So we're gonna show you husbands 13 and 14. Who remembers Jeff Allen? He was my husband in at least two of these, maybe more.
Found out I was
You're about to
pregnant.
see him. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, Tara.
Remember
Tara?
him?
You okay? Tara, is everything okay? What's wrong?
Pregnant.
What? Please tell me this is some kind of joke.
No, Brian.
Okay, so he ends up leaving me because I'm pregnant.
What?
And he just doesn't want to have it. He would rather start his own business and not, fast forward later. He thinks he's going to do his own business on his own. As you know, fast forward later, he's not successful. But my son and I, Chaz, are successful in the future. And he runs into us. Okay, so Jeff Allen, he was actually in one of my favorite ones. A Woman Doesn't Think God Answers Her Prayers. Of course it's one of my favorite because my little Elijah is in that one. Here he is on IMDb. So there's a lot of Jeff Allens. He's number 35 on IMDb. So he's can be hard to find because there's a lot of Jeff Allens. But he has 24 credits as an actor. You can see he's done 8 episodes of Dhar Mann. He was in this little old movie called Magic Hour. Yes, a movie I was in. I, of course, have to show you that. Yes, there he is as one of the main characters. We added him later. The film was already shot, and I was telling the director, I felt like we need more of a storyline, and we needed to find out who this guy was and flesh it out. And so we added a couple scenes. Who has seen my movie Magic Hour? It's on Amazon. Have you seen it? Go rent it. I think it's only a couple dollars. It's a really cute movie.
Shut up and take my money.
Those who've seen it, type in the comments and how much you love it. So we're gonna check out his bio. Stanford graduate. I had no idea. Had a passion for acting. Okay, all right, we're hitting Johnny territory here. Alert, 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 Johnny is not alone. Here we go. His striking looks, sex appeal, talent, and charm. I can't make fun of Johnny anymore because now we got Jeff. Woo! His striking looks, sex appeal, talent, charm, and charisma immediately landed him several consecutive, high-profile national commercials and print jobs. Well, not quite like a dating profile. His arrival to Hollywood has been equally impressive. After only a few weeks, Jeff secured representation, landed key roles in short films and independent features, classical Greek mythology, Medusa. Okay, so he does theater, stage as well, it kind of looks like. Key point though, Johnny and others, he didn't write that. He didn't write about his own sex appeal and good looks. Somebody else wrote that. So, you're not always responsible for what other people wrote. So that was written by Hollywood independents, okay? Jeff wasn't writing about his own sexiness. Okay, Johnny. Okay, CEO of content, skills, transformational, graduated from Stanford, did technology consulting, grew a major product line, online travel technology startup called Switchfly. That's really cool. Then transitioned to project management. Nothing he wrote is about his striking good looks. So I guess he's not on par with Johnny because he was not the one talking about his striking good looks. Okay. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're only seeing this part 3 of the Dhar Mann husbands, you have to go back and watch part 1. You have to, because we make fun of Johnny in there, but it's for good reason. It's for very good reason. You go back and watch that and you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, oh my gosh, he was in My Crazy Ex. Interesting, because I used to watch that show. Yeah, he played the handyman and he played somebody named Leo. So he had 2 roles. They must have been small roles that nobody noticed. It was him playing 2 different roles. Okay, I don't recognize any of these other ones, but you can see he's got different interviews from this movie Medusa he was in. So maybe that was a popular movie. He played a doctor in it. Here he is, the real Jeff Allen. If you're looking for him on Instagram, he's the real Jeff Allen. Let me follow him. Storyteller, entrepreneur, boosting health and wellness in the world. So like me and like a lot of people, he is a hyphenate. He does many things besides acting. This wellness learning library, I was trying to like look into this. It's like a membership site. Learn nutrition, movement, health, mindfulness, engage, talk to an expert, participate in challenges, positivity groups, life events. I'm not really clear on what they all do, but it looks like it's to make your life better. Wellness blogs, challenges. If you're wanting to get better and learn more, that might be something interesting to check out. I couldn't find him on YouTube because apparently there's somebody named Jeff Allen who's a famous comedian. And so I kept trying to find him and I only saw this famous comedian. I even typed in Jeff Allen Jr. and still could only find this famous comedian. So the reason you're probably gonna ask, where has Jeff been? He's been in like 8 episodes. Why don't we see him anymore on Dhar Mann? Well, he moved back to the Bay Area or the San Francisco area where he was from. During the pandemic, it got rough and crazy and I don't know what happened, but a lot of people, you know, moved back during that time. So he moved back to be close to his family, I'm assuming. But I think I'm going to show you a little bit more about his. So you can see he's also into sports from his Instagram page. I'm wondering if that's his mama. And I wonder if I would have never guessed this, but looks like he just turned 50. I thought he was like 37 when we were acting together. I don't know. Some people are just really age well and you can't really tell how old they are. So yeah, I definitely would not have guessed that. Okay, we see the picture now. So the strikingly good looks must be this picture here. Could we agree with that? Can we get a vote? Perhaps this is the sexiness his bio was talking about. That somebody else wrote, adding that, of course. Okay. So you can tell he's definitely an outdoors person. That's Jeff Allen. That's Jeff Allen, guys. And we're moving on to husband 14. Who is husband 14? Well, let's just take a look. There's the bride. There's the mother of the bride.
Hey, honey, it's time. Everyone's ready for the bride.
Okay, Mom. I'll be right there. Just one more minute.
I'm sighing because of what... I don't know if I know how to pronounce his name.
Hey, sweetie.
Is it Iad?
What's wrong?
So, he had been in a lot of Dhar Mann films, and I had been in a lot of Dhar Mann films back in 2019. And he was telling Ruben, saying, I want to work with Catherine. How come you don't cast me as Catherine's husband? This is the only film that he was cast in as my husband, and we did not have a scene together. So, it's just a photo of him. The scene I was in, that's the closest I got from working with him. I don't think I was in any films with him, and this was for sure the only one where I played his wife. Here he is on IMDb. Actor, producer, director. Oh, he was in Will and Grace. Oh, that's a very popular show. Cool. 94 credits as an actor? Whoa, this guy is working. He is working. Wow. Look at this. Dawn of the Zombie Apocalypse. Wow. Oh, okay, so 2019 to 2020 is how long he worked for Dhar Mann. Well, you guys can go look up all, this is extensive. I wonder if you can find some of these and watch them. Catch up on what he's been doing. He's produced 26 things. Wow, and he's directed 8 things. So he is definitely in front of the camera and behind the camera. Let's see what his biography has to say. He's an Arab American actor. He started acting as a teenager and has always admired art and took every opportunity to learn. Growing up amongst 12 brothers and sisters? So he's one of 13? Wow. Made him a team player. He recently produced, directed, and starred in a multi-award-winning film, Dreams I Never Had. Worked on feature film Indivisible. Co-starred in NBC comedy Will and Grace, Showtime comedy Black Monday. Lots of stuff. Oh, he was in Madam Secretary. Wow. Reoccurring role on The Brink. And was on HBO, guest starred on Fox. Okay, so far out of all the husbands we've seen, he's been the most famous as far as like working on big, high-profile things. International Film Awards. Oh, 168 Film Festival. I also was part of the 168-hour Film Festival 5 years in a row. 2 of the short films I've showed you guys on my YouTube channel already were films I made for the 168-hour Film Festival. Okay, he's an instructor. He speaks fluent Arabic in different dialects as well as English, and he knows a little bit of Hebrew and Spanish. Really cool. So let's follow him. There, we're following him. He's got 31,000 followers. Award-winning actor, filmmaker, president of Missing Piece Pictures. Very cool. I'm gonna go check out his website while we're here. Award-winning. I Came for Peace. So he does nonprofit work. Okay, I Came for Peace is a nonprofit organization that produces and promotes viral videos, films, and other projects that have a positive influence on the general public, creating greater awareness of the contributions of Middle Eastern cultures in American society and the world at large. I Came for Peace aims to dispel prejudice against any individuals that are different from the majority around them. I Came for Peace will engage. So it sounds like, anybody from the Middle East, when they come to America, there's a little bit of prejudice, right? Like that character I played in one of the Dhar Mann movies that just assumed that somebody who had a head thing on was a terrorist. And guys, this was so major after 9/11 happened that people just did not trust anybody who looked like they could possibly be Arab. So that's what his organization does. Really cool. It looks like you guys can see his film Dreams I Never Had. Maybe that's on here. Well, you can watch the trailer. So this is a real movie that he made. It looks like it won at least 6 awards. And look, Malcolm McDowell is in it. He's super famous. Robin Givens is in it. She's super famous. And then there's our guy. We're gonna have to check this out. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna look to watch this movie. Biography, reels, headshots, media, galleries. You can watch more of his stuff. And if you look at him here, he's got, okay, we're gonna subscribe. Make it 312 for him. 62 videos. So he's a Palestinian actor intent on changing the images of Arabs in Hollywood. So that's like a thing he did. Oh, here's the trailer for the movie that we definitely need to see, Dreams I Never Had. Gosh, go look him up. It looks like he's got a lot of more interesting things to see. Husband number 15. You saw me show him earlier in one he wasn't playing my husband in. It's Armando! You guys love Armando. Okay, here he is. We were one big, not happy family because he was rejecting And of course his daughter, Sophia, he got new clothes for. And my son, Aiden, he got thrift store hand-me-downs for. So we were a blended family. We came into this marriage, we both had a child, but he did not treat my child well. So here he is on IMDb. So he's got, let's check out his bio. He doesn't really have a bio, it just shows 3 movies he's been in. 10 acting credits. I have heard of Joey and Rita from the Bronx, TV miniseries. So it looks like he's in a couple episodes of that. Pushing Boundaries, Diablo the Seekers, Tales of Forbidden Lust. Okay, and looks like he's got 1 writing credit. So he's Armando Act on Instagram. I just started following him. Somebody did some artwork for him. So he's got talent agencies, YouTube, you can see him doing a lot of Dhar Mann stuff here. There's him at the premiere. Oh, there's us at the premiere. Must have been a selfie he took of us. That night was a whirlwind of a night. So I see him at the studio. I haven't worked with him in a while, but I see him around at the studio. He had on his Instagram, there was a link to this interview. So if you want to find out more about him, he's got like over an hour video where they're interviewing him.
Yes.
Whatever show this is, go check him out. He does have, I just subscribed. I'm his 69th subscriber. Look at, he did this commercial 6 years ago. Look how young he was. A Spanish Honda commercial.
Tómalo con calma, muchacho.
Son los 14 días de Black Friday de Honda del norte de California, con las ofertas más grandes del año.
And look, he's got stuff all the way back to 13 years ago. Let's see what he looked like 13 years ago. He looks very different. Oh, but he's got the same smile and laugh. Looks like the footage is not great quality because it's from so long ago. Probably might not have even been digital. Might have been done on tape. So that's him. Number 16, does anyone know? Could you tell me? Could you write it in the comments before I say it? And see if you're right. Well, it also has to do with a stepson. He was in one with my stepson. I'm now in one with this husband's son, who is my stepson. If you now know who it is, you're right.
Are you? Oh, wow. You are
James Troop.
Thank you.
So, let's go.
Let's go.
Aw. Yeah, James. So, that is James Troop, and here he is. There he is. Let's look at his bio. Let's see what we can find out about him. He's 6'1", or no, he's 6 feet. He does not have a bio either. He has been in 29 things. He was a narrator in South Park TV series.
What?
Wow. You guys know South Park, right? That little bit of an inappropriate cartoon. Well, maybe it never left. How many seasons has this been going for? Wow, do you guys even know South Park? Fatal Attraction TV series documentary. Okay. Oh, The Community. Oh, what? He was in 12 episodes of The Community? I didn't know that. Is it the show The Community, or is this a different Community? Oh, this is The Community. I wonder if that's different. You know what? I might be thinking of the more famous show Community without a the in front of it. Oh, I am. Okay, I got confused. The Community is not Community, and this is the one I was thinking of with the 110 episodes and really famous people. I've been scrolling through his IMDb, or his Instagram. It's all acting all the time. Look at this, September 21. 39 self-submits, 20 auditions, 9 callbacks, 1 booking. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, 30 auditions before you get 1 role. Let's click on his link tree. IMDb, Actors Access. It says all acting stuff until, look, songwriter and music producer. What? What? Look at this. He produces music and he's got footage up from 14 years ago. I had no idea.
Like harmonies on top of that?
That's
the hook is
him.
really kind of laid
That's
back.
him
Where I
producing
need
the
you to put
music.
feeling in is when we go in and fill it in.
Okay.
with
Looks
the,
like he's given the
everything that I
singer
know now
some
from the first day up
notes.
to now. So,
Okay.
I'm definitely going to check out this music page. These are all things he produced and engineered. Some of these things he's written, some of these music pieces. Yeah, troopgenius.com. So T-Genius is his music videos, the music production that he does. He does have a personal page as well. I just subscribed to it. 3 acting videos it looks like. So he's got theatrical reel, demo reel, and yeah. You guys can come check this out.
You got 10 seconds. Make a choice.
Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah, but we're Christians, aren't we?
Oh, okay. I see. So Mr. Preacher Man wanna just save the world, save everybody, huh?
Oh, this is some of
Let
the
me know how
credits
that
we
goes.
saw on IMDb.
Some racist ass cop murdered him because he thought he was black, he
we're
was
gonna
breaking
beat-
into
we're
his
gonna-
own car.
Beep that out.
And
This
they
is the
just keep
community.
killing us.
Okay.
You going in to get some drinks? I'm coming
Okay, that's James Troop, guys. That's number 16. Okay, husband number 17. He has been in 2 Dhar Mann films. He has played my husband once. You'll see who it is, so let me show you the clip he's in. Here we go. Wife accuses maid of stealing. She instantly regrets her decision. Instantly
Oh.
regrets.
I'm sorry, hon. What's wrong? And why are you cooking? Shouldn't Laura be doing that?
Yeah. I had to fire her.
Fire Laura? I don't understand. I mean, she's been with us almost 10 years.
Do you remember him? Did you see this one?
Family.
Some of you guys go back, way back. For some of you, even if you're new fans, you've gone back and watched a bunch of these.
Stealing?
So we'll stop it there. You see
I don't
him,
understand.
and he does. We look like we could be Aiden's parents. That's pretty legit, right? So let's check him out. Let's look at his bio. Let's see, background in improv. It should say improv, not background in improvise, but that's okay. I make typos all the time. Improvise and stand-up comedy, is a professional actor. Groundlings graduate. That's pretty significant. And Second City. Oh, Second City, Chicago. For those of you who don't know, who aren't into acting, those are amazing schools. Groundlings and Second City, like pretty much all the top comedy, not like stand-up comedy, but like sitcom people come out of those schools. Ones you would see on SNL and stuff like that. Okay, he's been a stand-up comedian for and acting for 7 years. Groundlings level 4 class graduate. He's talking about the teachers he studies with. He loves animals and rescues dogs in his spare time. Oh, I love that. Stand-up comedy and all that jazz. Let's see what else he has done. He's got 32 credits, it looks like. All right. What? Look at this, Magpie Funeral. Who remembers me talking about Magpie Funeral? We're clicking on it because as you look, there I am, the second person listed on Magpie Funeral. I did not even know we were both, there he is, TV show director. I did not know we were in the same movie. I only shot on this movie one day as the doctor, and he must have shot, well, I don't know how many days he shot, but we weren't there on the same day. I'll show you the poster. What a coincidence that years later we'd be in the same, so there it is. While I breathe, I hope. Does anyone recognize Darren Burroughs, the star of this film? Well, let me click on his thing so you can see if you recognize him. He was famous for the TV show Northern Exposure. He was also in Cry Babies. Oh, I love that movie. I think Northern Exposures, yeah, it was a famous show in the 90s. So maybe your parents watched it. Some of you guys on here are like, the 90s? That's ancient history. Well, we're both in Magpie Funeral along with my husband, Brandon. Okay, so check him out. The Wrong Prince Charming. I was putting him in Instagram and I couldn't find him at first, but then I realized he's not under Brandon Lamberty necessarily. He's under Brandon Crawford. I didn't know he was following me. Oh, so he's private. I can't show you his page because his account is private. But you know what? He's got a website we can click on. Let's check that out. So just the standard: home, reels, resume, bio, photos, contact. Well, since we can't look at his photos on Instagram, if you have a website, they're probably more professional looking photos. Oh no, Eli's back. He's back. Eli, you're ruining the illusion. I was trying to make it like I shot this on the same day, or the same week, or the same month. But no, you come in here with different clothes on, and I was trying to pretend like this was all shot the same day. No, okay. Well, there it goes. Now you know. This was shot over a month, because...
What?
Brandon's a professional actor, well-trained improv artist, a stand-up comedy on the side, acting 2 years. Oh, an uncle to a 3-year-old nephew and a 7-month-old niece. Oh, but you know someone's a family man when they take pictures with their nieces and nephews and they post it on their page. I think that's really sweet. Witnessing. Hello. You want was Batman in there? So that's Brandon. Guys, you made it through all 17 husbands. I'm so proud of you. I need to file some divorce papers. So I think we should narrow it down to 1. So vote. Who was your favorite husband out of all 17 of them? You can give me choice 1, 2, and 3. That's fine. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.